Hey YouTube family, this is Mika Coleman with Tax Deed and Overage Education. My company is called Leverage, and today I want to talk about why claimants don't file overage claims themselves. I get this question asked all the time. A lot of people that are new to this business or they're just starting out, they're like, why wouldn't the claimant just go file it on their own? Well, 99.9% of the time, when you lose something, you don't think you're owed something. So most of the time, claimants don't know they're owed these funds. And that's where people like me and you can come in and help them. And there's a few reasons why, I'll get into that later in the video, depending on the county, why some claimants will choose a person to do it. But then there's also claimants that if you're unskilled and you don't know how to navigate this whole industry, you can actually tell people, and then of course they're going to go do it themselves. Like, why would they pay you a fee if they knew that they can find it, right? But I wanted to just tell you some of the reasons why some claimants don't. Most of the time, the number one reason is because they just don't know. I mean, like if you were to lose a home or you were to lose your house to owing somebody, you're never going to think that you are owed money back. So that's the wonderful thing about this business, because a lot of people don't know that they're owed this money, number one. Number two, the reason how they do find out is because of untrained people. They tell them where it is and then they go get it themselves. So rule number one, don't ever tell them where you're, finding this money, because if you do, then they don't need you. And so it's just like a business, knowledge is power, but knowledge is nothing without action. So we are people, if you are an action-oriented person and you like researching and you like helping, this business is definitely for you. But I wanted to talk about one specific thing. Even if claimants did know, I've had a few cases where the claimant try to go after the claim themselves, and then here I come along calling and smiling and talking to them, and you can always tell if there's people that have caught them or if they try by themselves, because they're going to tell you everything, right? So one of the main reasons why, if a claimant knows where it is, one of the main reasons why they don't file the claim on their own is because the county sometimes makes it harder. And I'm going to give you an example. There's a specific county in California, won't give you the county because I work that all the time, where they make the claimant do, you have to prove, you have to have an old cell phone bill or water bill. You have to have something verifying that you actually was actually the owner of the property. Of course you could do the deed, but most people don't think about that. And I think this county, actually, no, I'll take that back. They require the deed and a utility bill. And so I did get a claimant that way, because the claimant was like, hey, I tried and they were asking me for all this documentation and I didn't have it. And so it was interesting enough, this county is really what I call really third party friendly, because what they will require the claimant to get, they don't require us to get. So that's why, one of the reasons why claimants will not file on their own. Another one is that it's just lack of knowledge. They just don't understand, they don't know, and they rather pay somebody to do it. It is a process. There is a lot of due diligence in it. But what I really wanted you to get from this video is, number one, the reason why most claimants will not file is because they don't know. And then number two, the counties make it really hard for them. Not all counties are like that, though. Some counties are super simple, super easy, and super straightforward. So if you tell them, of course, they're not going to use you. They can just go and fill out one piece of paper and get their claimant. But what I have found, where I have been most successful, of why claimants haven't filed on their own, and how the reason why they utilize me is because, number one, they are no longer in that state. Number two, where they haven't notified them. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Counties do, by law, have to notify the claimants that have the overage, but 9 times out of 10 they're sending it to the address they lost the property at. But what I have found after researching and actually helping claimants, most of the time where the actual overage happened, let's just say, for example, Florida, the claimant no longer lives in Florida. They live in North Carolina or Michigan or I don't know, New York, and they lost the home in like Florida. So I have noticed that most of the time when people have like left that location in that area, those are like the easy targets, but you really don't know that until you actually dig deep into the overage claim and you're actually looking for the quote unquote claimant. So a lot of times claimants don't even live in that area. They were unaware. They didn't, know, or they or the spouse was deceased and they just didn't know about it. Those are the ones that I am finding that are easy targets. And that's why most of the time claimants don't file, is because they just don't know, or they've removed themselves from that state in general, and so they have no idea that they're owed this money. So I wanted to make this video because I get this question all the time: why claimants don't file it on their own? The simple answer is they just don't know. But I like to say we are helping people make money while we help ourselves, because most of the time people just don't know. It's just as simple as that. They just don't know, and we are here to help them, get that money for a small fee. And so I just wanted to just throw that video out and let you know that's why most claimants don't file the claims, because they don't know, or the counties make it easier. If this video was helpful, please please subscribe, please make some comments, whatever you like. If there are some content topics that you like to know more about, please put the comment in below of some more topics you'd like me to talk about. Happy investing, you guys.